Welcome to the Inner Sanctum. I'm John Nobody, and this is going to be a different video from the Nobodies of Gaming. The team's just coming off the RoboCop's Rogue City video. Please give us a watch, link in the description. No one was available to quickly jump on a surprise release of DLC for God of War Ragnarok. Valhalla has a titular hero, the Greek god of war Kratos. Venture forth to the shores of Valhalla after receiving an invitation from some unknown figure. The bad lads at Sony Santa Monica took the world by surprise with the announcement of the DLC coming at the Game Awards, and the race was on for the Nobodies to finally make the content of the game it just released. That leaves it to just me to venture forth alone and uncover the mysteries that await behind the walls of Valhalla. Like and subscribe to the Nobodies of Gaming so we can finally be seen by the YouTube overlords, and we can finally defeat the dreaded YouTube algorithm. Tell us what you think of God of War Ragnarok Valhalla in the comments. Now, let's begin. God of War Ragnarok is a star action platformer of 2022. That is the sequel of God of War 2018. Confused? Stay with us. This is the DLC to the sequel, short and sweet. Sony Santa Monica sent us all a Christmas present and I'm here to pick up and sign for it. Are we all good? Good. Let's get to it. Valhalla turns out to be part story expansion, part roguelike experience. There's a mix of new and old pieces mashed together to help create the illusion of memories from Kratos' mind. The mechanics aren't immediately explained, as Kratos fumbles his forces his way through the doors of Valhalla. This will be the start of your first run, and where you'll start dozens more later on. Sony Santa Monica is showing exactly how downloadable content should be done. With other games charging absorbent prices for far less content, Valhalla comes in at the low price of free for all owners of a copy of God of War Ragnarok. Combat is of course going to be the bulk of your activity, as Valhalla serves as a sort of spirit quest for Kratos, as he grapples with the decision of whether to take his place as the new god of war of the Norse pantheon. Confused? Don't worry about it. You don't need to know what's going on to enjoy this little expansion. If you enjoy fighting and destroying your enemies in the most entertaining and most violent ways, you're gonna have a goddamn good time. The only difference is that you're going to be fighting by yourself without a trusty sidekick.
Admit you're nothing without me, and you walk away alive.
You will slowly build back all the powers you've lost, and do so fighting monsters, breaking open coffins and pots, and torsos for the sweet, sweet currency. You'll be happy to know that once you understand the several currencies, you'll easily know what to spend it on and when to spend it. You'll watch as Kratos is tortured by his past, and you'll be enthralled all the way through. Your experience will last somewhere between 3 and 5 hours depending on your skill level and your patience. Not everyone is a fan of the live, die, repeat formula of roguelike experiences. Personally, I love fighting in God of War Ragnarok so much, I played it all in one sitting. I'm the combat specialist here for the Nobodies, and I'm an old school God of War veteran. I was there when Kratos was living these memories, and when I saw Sony Santa Monica brought back enemies from Greece, I was a very, very happy nobody. There is a lot to offer here for the combat enthusiasts in God of War Ragnarok, and if you aren't playing this free DLC, you are missing out on quite possibly the best DLC release for any game this year. When you start getting this kind of quality for free, how can you lose? Even after the end credits roll, more than likely there's still armors to get, achievements to unlock, and story to listen to. You know, if you're into that sort of thing.
When story comes on any video game, I'm like, where's the skip button? Where is it?
Really?
So you have an excuse to go back and fight the toughest monsters and bosses just for the giggles. This is why Valhalla is the gold standard of what DLC should be in this industry. Not just because it's free, but because it doesn't overpromise and it doesn't underdeliver. I could easily have paid a good 10 freedom bucks for this content, and I would feel very satisfied with what is on offer. Best of all, Valhalla takes all the things that make God of War Ragnarok great and gives it to you in a compact, bite-sized version without ruining the quality. $0 is what this DLC costs. Thank you, Sony Santa Monica, for the lovely Christmas present. This gets a 9 out of 10 from John Nobody. Best DLC of the year, slightly edging out Cyberpunk 2077, because it's free. And quite frankly, free is just a price too good to pass up. Thank you for joining us on this quick overview of God of War Ragnarok Valhalla. Try saying that 4 times fast. Help us out and like and subscribe to the Nobodies of Gaming. so we can finally vanquish the Greek Cyclops that is the YouTube algorithm. Remember, when you have to storm the halls of Valhalla,
Say the line,
John! Nobody's watching.
Yeah!